How's it, folks? Welcome to another episode of 4x4 Viewfinder. Today we're going to talk about jumping your vehicle. Not physically jumping the vehicle, but using jumper cables to jumpstart your vehicle. Now, perhaps you've forgotten that you have a bad battery, or you don't know that you have a bad battery, and you've decided to apply yesterday's principles to your car and your car won't start. So now you're using your secondary vehicle or a friend after the lockdown period to swing up your car. I'm going to show you how to do jump starting your vehicle properly. So folks, connecting up is where the big issue is, and there's a sequence to doing this. There are many ways of doing this. It's not really good, and there's not a right and a wrong, but there's a good habit and not so good habit. So let's say this is our vehicle that is going to, our donor vehicle receiving the charge, and we've connected up our from another vehicle. Now, two things. Your battery, as it stands there, is your positive setup is connected to your starter motor. Your ground is not connected, in most cases, straight to your starter motor. Your ground is connected to the body. Okay, so for the circle to complete, that current needs to travel through the body to the starter, and then the starter will go. There's no two wires going straight to the starter supplying the starter only. Okay, so that means the way you jump start it also plays a role. Where you connect up your cables plays a very important role. Now you can go like most of us think we should do, is connect the positive, connect the ground on the terminal, start up the other vehicle or have the other vehicle running, swing it, and Bob's your uncle. Now, in most cases that works. Maybe the battery isn't that flat, or you have a set of these guys. Now, these guys are heavy duty jumper cables. This is 600 amp, 500 or 600 amp cable, which means this supplies a heck of a lot of power, all right, from the donor vehicle, right? And the smaller cables, the 200 amps and the 150 amps and those ones, do not supply that much current through their cables. So if you don't have these and you have the other ones, which most of us have because they're way cheaper, then you need to be smart on where you connect them up. Now let me show you how this works. Alright, so your positive is connected to your positive terminal. Your negative can be connected anywhere on the body, but you need to be sure that you need a spot that is properly, that is a proper earthing point or a grounding point. Like this one, for instance, this cable runs straight to here. This is to my body. This is the closest I'm getting to my terminal there. So what I'm going to do is, instead of connecting it up here, I'm connecting it up on here. Make sure you've got a good clamp on there as well, and then you go and you clamp up your positive. Now, before you connect up your positive, make sure that your other 2 points are not touching. If you have them like this and you're connecting up from there, there's still a charge in here, how minute ever it may be, and you are arcing these 2 points together, you are causing more damage to the battery, and you're causing damage to your equipment, right? So make sure these two are not connected or touching each other. Then you connect your positive up. Then you go to the vehicle that is giving the charge. Same principle, but the difference is with that one, you don't need to connect it up to the body. All you need is for this battery to supply this one. Okay, so you don't need to connect it up to the body. You connect your vehicle that's giving the charge, the negative onto the negative and the positive onto the positive. You connect up your negative first and then you connect up your positive. Then the other vehicle just gives a slight bit of acceleration. Let it run for at least 2 minutes, just 2 to 3 minutes. Don't swing anything yet, just give it time to give some charge to your battery. 2 to 3 minutes is more than sufficient. And if you connect it up on this way, chances are you'll get a good swing, right? So then you go, and after your 2 minutes you swing your car and still you're getting a flat. Don't worry, just leave it to charge a little bit longer. The problem is that your cable might not be able to supply enough power. That's why with these 500 amp ones, if you don't want hassles, if you don't want issues, get yourself the 500 or 600 amp cables and just one time connect up the things, and you don't have to worry about anything. You know, it'll swing. If there's enough power coming from the other battery, your vehicle will swing. But if not, connect it up in this way. So yeah, folks, thanks for joining us for another episode. I hope this helps you, gets you thinking about how to connect up your batteries when you are needing to be jumped. There's videos on YouTube as well where you can go and research this. There's ways you can research it on the internet as well. Do your homework, go have a look at that if you are unsure about how this principle works, and you know, make up your own mind from there. But from personal experience, from physically doing this a couple of times, I have found that this way of connecting up the battery when the vehicle needs to be jumped works very well, and never had issues. So yeah, folks, if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below and we'll try to answer your questions. Also, have a look at our Instagram. We've got a Facebook page and we've got a Facebook group. If you've got a 4x4 and you want to join in on the fun and the chats and all that stuff, send me a message or apply to the 4x4 Viewfinder group. It's not nationality bound or anything. If you're anywhere in the world, you want to join the group, feel free to do so. We chat about everything 4x4 viewing or finding views and stuff like that. Anything in the realm of the outdoors, basically. That's what 4x4 Viewfinder is about. So you don't have to have a 4x4. It's good to have one, but you don't have to have one. If you've got some knowledge and skills that you would like to share in the 4x4 community, feel free to do so. And so yeah, folks, until next time, happy DIY.